Where's the party tonight?
I'm looking for security here.
And I went up behind them and scanted them.
Then you should have looked at top footballs and worked out how they did it.
Obviously moving into the golf world, you've obviously done it for tennis. What's that transition like? How do you feel today?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's certain things that, like, you're obviously used to dealing with, like, crowds and a bit of pressure, which helps in those situations, but it's also, like, you know, it's a sport that I'm one, not very good at, and you got...
Well, you were 3 under at King's Balance yesterday, somebody said. You can't say you're not very good, mate. I would have shot 100.
Because we've spoken about this before, but only since you finished. You never...
Can, nah.
No, all right, mate. Gin and tonic?
Me gin and tonic.
You're the best person I met. Everybody, Jack Nicholson. I asked Jack a question. Jack Nicholson, right? He was brilliant. Got this entourage with him in Stringfellas. And Peter's going to introduce him. I was like, when are we on? I says, talking. He's got here a soccer player that Peter's talking about. And I said, got a question for you. Do you mind? He went, no. I could see in his face he was going, is it going to be juicy fruit or something like that? You know the question that you get, one full of cuckoo's nest. I says, I heard a story that your wife Angela, I can't remember her name, Angelica Houston, that's his wife.
Right.
You and where you live, you built an identical house at the other end of the street for her to live in. I says, is that true? He says, yeah. I said, well, my question is, how the fuck did you get away with that? He says, oh, I love her. He says, but I can't live with her. Right? Identical house at the other end of the street. I'm like, oh, that's just quality. Identical furnishing, everything.
That's
I'm
mad.
like, that's mad, isn't it?
Charlie, fucking stuck.
Press the forward button.
No, but the brollies fell out it.
Pull the brolly up, push it down.
Nah.
How can you have a caddy that can't walk the bag?
Mate, look, come here, Charlie.
Nah, man.
No, come here a minute.
There's people behind us, look.
No way.
Hurry up, pick the clip.
No, but look, the brollies fell out. Mate, look.
Just lift it up.
No, but look at this bitch fell out. I'd love to wrestle you, didn't I? Could you? Can you take me?
Oh, it's fucking...
Told you, mate.
There you go.
There we
Good,
go.
all right, man.
Green, white brolly, nice one though.
I wouldn't have said your diet was the best. I wouldn't have said you went to the gym much. I wouldn't have said you done extra running. You didn't run a boot. But you had that sort of instinct of finishing. And
I always say I'd rather score a couple of goals and play shite than get man of the match in the game. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, no
I'd rather score because it's scoring goals gets you the plaudits.
Turn up at Arsenal, I'm thinking I'm just going in with the reserves, but they wanted me to go pre-season with them, but Kelly wouldn't allow it because I was in the first team as a first team player. So 3 days on the start of an international break, I went, and I'm thinking just go in with the reserves. So I go down, the kit man greets me, he's like, oh, I'll take you into the changing room. Walk in the changing room, Asico, Walcott, Gilberto, Adebayor, like littered with stars that won their way in international.
how did you feel at that point?
I've walked in with a bench jacket on and a backpack, mate, into this changing room, and the kit man puts me down. Gilberto one side and Adebayor the other, and I'm like in this wee corner, like got a...
What was in your rucksack? That packed lunchbox?
Packed lunchbox,
Spider-Man
change
packed
of clothes, do you know what I mean, just in case.
So mate, we had some great Christmas do's, man. What's your memories from them?
Well, first of all, like when I came, we have a group that everyone went. It was maybe like 2 or 3 of us who didn't come, but the full team was there. My last couple of years, it was maybe 5 of us who's going out, you know what I mean? So it's
mad how football's changed.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, but no, I think this is my first one. No, maybe not the first one. It's maybe with Ronadela. Is it? Can't remember.
We went to London.
We went to London, and you stole a vacuum cleaner, or not stole. You borrowed one, and you named him Dave. So Dave was with us with the whole.
It was David Dyson, wasn't it?
Oh, really?
David Dyson. We were leaving the hotel and I saw it and I just took it with me. I ended up taking it all day with me and it became like a bit of a prop.
Amazing.
Feeding it Jaeger bombs and all that.
Jaeger bombs, chicken wings.
What a guy.
All sort of that. You put a hat on, man. A hat. Just put it up like Jesper Parnevik.
The Swedish golfer. Mate, I remember I said, so we're sitting and we put a hat on him, and I think it may have been your hat, and we flicked his hat up like that. We had a couple of drinks, and I'm like, Jesper Parnevik. And I just remember, like, no lot of lads got it, but you were like gone because he was a Swedish golfer, which I didn't even know.
Crazy.
Mate, some of the trips were brilliant.
No, it was brilliant, and like for me, it was really important. I thought we were like getting a really strong group.
Yeah.
I understand these days, like, it's a little bit like the Cristiano Ronaldo generation. Like, if is this beer gonna make me better? No. Okay, I'm not drinking it.
Yeah.
So
we used to have 15 of them on a Sunday.
No, but it was probably the best. Like, I think we have the cup final maybe on Saturday or something, and you win that. You know you've been winning, and you know you're going to London for 2 days. Just
amazing, man.
It was unbelievable.
What a trip! What a place! It was always London as well, wasn't it? Just because you could just relax and completely be free. But we used to pick each other's name out of a hat, and we used to like dress the other person. So I remember I had Bruni, like in a pair of like kitten heels and like a full PVC gear, just walking about London with PVC gear.
Amazing.
Oh mate, I remember drinking pints out of swimming caps. Remember the swimming caps pint? I think somebody would dress a swimming cap and were pouring pints into swimming caps and drinking.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
put it on and I felt
in the pub at 11 and we used to watch the games and like, oh, it was brilliant.
Oh, betting on corners and.
I don't know if I can put that in.
Oh no, sorry.
I was going to say betting. I just thought somebody used to bet on corners.
It was unbelievable.
Amazing times.
Dixie, what you think you need to do to get that ball home?
Oh, it's turbo time, man. Fuck's sake. There's too much talking going on with this fucking pod.
Fucking hell. I'm going to go Van Dijk.
No break.
It was like FIFA when you make your guy on 99s.
Yeah. I remember when we used to speak about him, you used to say he used to feel like he would purposely run slow just so he could like run fast to catch him.
As if it was saying, right, on you go.
Yeah.
On you go. I was only kidding. That's what it was like. Would you recommend lessons?
With a guy of your mindset, yes.
So you're very off feel.
Yeah,
because I feel like me and you could be the same. We're artists. I go back to the 10th in the Masters. I go back to the 10th in the Masters playoff.
That was me though. That wasn't you.
Yeah, that was you, right? But in different ways, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We see things, we feel things, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I just met you, so I don't know if you're an artist yet.
Well, we can have a beer later if you want, and we can get to know. You know what I mean? That side of it. I met a guy up Carnoustie on the putting green.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, and it's like, I think we've came to the conclusion we think he was a ghost. He recommended that book and was telling me how to put my eyes shut and everything. There's your boy there.
Put me your eyes shut?
I put your eyes shut.
Yeah. Scotty Brown.
Scott Brown, just leadership guy, just a really good guy, really good leader. What a player, man. What a player. And he used to just carry himself and like underplay his ability, but he was actually a really good player. Like really
Everyone,
good.
do you know what he's like the Roy Keane. Everyone thinks of Roy Keane as like a destroyer, Scott Brown, but they weren't. They have way more to their game than that.
So much more.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye, that's exactly what he was like. His ability was so much better.
Yeah.
Striker's so
appreciate it when he's in your team.
Aye.
How good he is.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Some career as well.
And mate, it used to be so serious. Everybody sees this guy's so serious. But I'm no joking, mate. One trip to Australia, mate, honestly, we played golf like this, and the guy in the bus said, watch out, like there's kangaroos in the course. So we're like, aye, whatever. He goes in the rough in the third hole or something, and I'm going down the highway. I'm a 350 down the middle of the fairway as usual. So I looked in the rough, mate. There's like a family of kangaroos from here to like over there. And like Bruni's like sort of laughing, and he goes over, and I'm like, mate, and the guy's like backed onto his tail like that. So I'm watching Bruni with this kangaroo, mate. 3 days later, we're playing a game. He's in the tunnel like that, straight ahead, full like head shaved and that, staring ahead, and I'm 4 behind him watching him going, he was sparring a kangaroo 4 days ago. That sums that guy up, mate. He's a legend.
Oh no! Why did you give us a very small waiter?
How did you know what I was wearing?
Okay.
That is beautiful, by the way.
Nice, innit?
That is lovely.
Come on, mate, let's go. Next hole.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Wow. Right, I'm going to walk on my own here. I'm not with him. This is the last time you two play Burgess.
Is this your place, mate? Aye.
It was, aye.
So what was Walter Smith like?
See the amount of times before a game his team talk, he'd tell you one or two things that were going to happen in the game, and they happened. Mate, it was mental.
For example?
A team will set up a certain way. They'll try and force us to do this. We need to put it here, or do this, or do that. That's going to get us the space or whatever. And then, if it wasn't going to plan at half time, he'd say, we're not doing this quick enough, or doing this well enough.
Do you remember
so change
any...
this one thing, and it changes the game.
Do you remember any examples of exactly what that would be? Because I love this stuff.
No, so much specific.
Like they would try and press you maybe at the right back area, just try and maybe...
It might be, or the way they're pressing you's forcing you into this area, we need to be brave enough to play this pass, and if you make one... So you simplify that a lot as well, that start playing this one pass, and it opens the next two doors to get a chance. Like, it's not that blowing your mind stuff, but when you look back on it, you're like, that's amazing. And he'd done it all the time. And then seeing times where he thought Ibrox was really flat and rubbish, he'd go and just pick a fight with the opposite manager or the fourth official or the referee. Next minute, the whole place erupts, and it just lifts the whole mood. Amazing, these type of things.
Martin Allen, what happened, mate?
So one day, I was injured, so we come into the physio room, sat down, and the assistant manager come in, and he was like, Daki, and there was a guy called Charlie Lee at the time. He said, Daki, Charlie, you're not doing your rehab today. I was like, oh, how's that? He was like, the gaffer needs someone to go to his ass, and Sky's getting installed, so you got to wait for the Sky man to turn up. So we drove to the gaffer's house and just sat there for the whole day waiting for the Sky man to have it installed. Sky man came, installed the Sky, and we just went home. And that was it.
Just sitting making pot noodles?
Yeah, we was playing Connect 4 because he had no telly because the Sky wasn't there, so I couldn't watch telly.
How did you feel when you were interviewing these people's likes Ronaldo? What's your feeling before it? Are you nervous or are you...
I think it's more how did they feel? They were all a bit nervous. Trump, Ronaldo.
And your presence?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's the best way. The mindset has to be that you're doing them the favour.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes, you've got to stop. I mean, look at you, quite apprehensive interviewing me.
I went
right? So you've got to exude a bit more body language, right? Pretend you're in the middle of the park, storming around, right? Dominating.
That's it? I've been a bit sheepish.
None of this, oh, Piers, great to meet you stuff. No. It's Piers, great for you to meet me.
I love that, man.
That's the attitude.
That is brilliant.
I never walked into an interview with anybody. I've interviewed 4 American presidents, 10 British prime ministers, Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela. Never walked into a room feeling inferior. You can't. It's like being a footballer.
Yeah,
but you go on a pitch, if you see
you can't just fake that,
Ronaldo, and you're like, oh no, we're going to lose 5-0.
But you can't fake that though. How do you get to that feeling?
The same way a top footballer does.
I wasn't a top footballer, so how do they do that?
Then you should have looked at top footballers and worked out how they did it.
I spoke about the fear to him and about how you would be nervous before games, how you'd want him to be off and all this stuff that we spoke about. He said, interesting with him, he never felt that till he was 24 and he made a mistake for Sweden and the ball rattled, come on, in the Euros and he started kicking it, hit the post and went in. And I remember the goal and the Sweden fans
nailed him,
rinsed him. And he said, for that moment, I used to feel so much fear going into games. It's mad how that can trigger it, isn't it?
Well, if you think about it psychologically, the biggest fear for human beings is being naked in public.
Yeah.
Being in a town square naked.
I've had dreams like that.
There we go.
I've had dreams like that, mate.
Do you want to go into the dream stuff and Carl Young and dreams and...
Mate, I've had dreams like that where I've been naked and and it's like it's the most vulnerable and it's so terrifying.
It's the biggest human fear. What's professional football? You're naked in public.
Yeah. And then lean back.
You're too heavy.
You're too heavy.
I'm too heavy.
You stole a goal ball. Where'd you get that? That was mine for the Boston. That fella's your caught. Report him to the clubhouse.
When I was a manager, I said to the players, you don't really need to create, very rarely you need to create some speed on the ball when the ball is being crossed in, passed in, because there's already speed on the ball. Then it's only up to you. How do I direct it? Where is the ball is coming from there and the goal is there. What do I want to do? I can try to smash it, but then more likely it's going to go over. you want to put it there or you want to put it there, and then be aware when the ball is coming into you. And that's from a lot of practice, but it's also from reading and understanding the situation, what I needed to do.
Yeah.
I think that's my...
Simplifying it, really.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a wee shot of whiskey before the next two. We're 1 under.
1 under, yeah. Hopefully that's 2 birdies in there.
I'm not going to name the brand.
I'll have a go on it after you.
Oh, that'll put hairs in your chest. That's been brewing in my golf bag for about 3 months. Talk us through the night out. Where did you go after the Ryder Cup?
The bus journey.
500 miles, man, that was a brilliant watch. How did that feel?
It was brilliant. Do you know, one of the biggest things is you're sharing a bus with your like heroes, and for them to join in, and you're celebrating for the same cause. But the bus journey is always the best part. I mean, it was the same when I played shinty and football and that. It was bus journey home, especially back to Oban, long journey, a few beers and that, and just dance the night away in it.
Slaney, you could get one of them just to kick about the Glasgow, innit?
What
would you put on it?
Messages.
Your dad could get one for his bag. You look like you're right out of Augusta there.
Aye. Happy Gilmore's at the night, mate.
Either that or you're ready to paint your kitchen. Once!
Martin was different classes. Martin was unbelievable to me personally, you know, he knew my strengths, knew what I was good at, and he said to me, John, look, when the ball comes into you today, he said, don't think of like 10,000 things, don't flick it, don't blah, blah, blah. He said, do me a favour, just for me today, just this once. He said, when the ball comes into you, put your foot on the ball, shove your big backside into the centre half, and if you can, just for me today, pass it back to a green and white shirt. He said, that's all I want you to do. Simplified it.
Brilliant.
Now, I knew I had to do more than that. You know, he used to say to Saturday, Chris, when the ball's coming in from the goalkeeper, Chris was brilliant at giving the centre half a nudge. Nobody saw it. So when the ball is coming out from the goalkeeper, Chris would just go bang, bring it down in his shirt. He had this big barrel chest, right? So he'd go through the team and he'd say to Henrik, do what you like, son. He was brilliant.
You would probably need, you would probably need to ask him.
I went for playing Peterhead, I think it was Peterhead, in the League Cup, and a month later was in the Nou Camp for the Champions League. And the night before was a bit, it's like, it's hard to describe, but it's amazing because you're just going to play in the Nou Camp, but there's no pressure.
Amazing.
Because you're just having a night out.
So the way I would explain it is, you're as if you're with all your mates, your teammates, and you're in the Nou Camp playing a 7-a-side or something.
Aye, that's the feeling. You're going to play fives with your mates, and then the next day, obviously, the pressure comes. But just that whole thing of travelling, getting to the hotel, you're staying in the best hotels.
I remember our head of security was standing in the Nou Camp, talking to the sort of security of the Barca. She was like a nice looking woman. He was like chatting away and that. He was stood like that, and I went up behind him and scanted him. He was like that. Who?
Aiden or Jamesy.
Who would that? This is what he's saying. He's not taking responsibility.
Let's see if he pause it, wait. He's not got an answer.
He's gave us Forest, we need the other two.
He's refusing.
How's that, mate? Can I get one? Where are you from?
We're from Ohio. Some of us Ohio, Florida, different places. We're on an epic beer trip.
Is it an epic beer trip? Nothing to do with the golf?
No, we travel the globe, drink beer, and have fun. But we come here to, enjoy St. Andrews and the Dunvegan and have a victory pint.
Well, I'll get you one right. Okay, here we go. I'm feeling nervous. Here we go.
Yeah. Holy mackerel!
Oh my God, so sweet.
Oh, good man.
Good lad.
There's been a lot of practice there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's just pure Scotland in me. Give one of your paint rollers out.
Mate, I would love to do this every week with you.
Stop. First can of the day. Did you piss in there?
How did it go? So what I was trying to do was get under par with a certain amount of mulligans. There was a few guesses, 5, 7, whatever. I ended up, I think, with 13 mulligans, and I couldn't get under par. So it never went well. But I took a moonshine, which is the local that comes for the bushes here, the caddies pee in. So basically I drank the caddies pee.
I noticed that.
And that's where things went. And I'm going to blame that.
I thought that.
And I'm also going to blame the caddy.
I would be more than happy to blame the caddy as well, because he was making some condescending remarks.
What a beautiful country the West Scotland is. Where's the party tonight?
Tonight? There's a wine tasting, but I understand there's a wine tasting all over Scotland, pretty much 4 to 5 nights a week. But there's going to be one over in St Andrews going to taste some wine.
You having a wee go at that?
Well,
have a couple.
You know, as long as you drink water for every glass you drink, you can technically you can just keep drinking until tea time tomorrow.
And it just haunts you. And there's still times where I get knocked out in Glasgow, and I talk about this all the time because it haunts me. The guy hit me with a short inside uppercut and flatlined me, and I've got no recollection of fighting in Glasgow. None at all. My brain just shut off, and I lay on the floor in front of my home fans and my family, and it haunts me. And there'll be times where I'll just be doing something normal. I'll be going, taking the kids to school and be like, and that's nearly I'm talking 8 years ago. Still haunts me to this day.
Jeez. So you live in Florida now. Where are you from? And yeah, where are you from?
I was born in Georgia. I live in Jupiter, Florida now, like all the other golfers.
Is that where they all live? Yes. Is that a good life? Do you meet them up with them all? Your friends with other golfers?
Street. There's
Oh, do they?
3 or 4 on our actual street. So, oh yeah. I see them all the time.
I've watched Full Swing yet, and I've done a bit of looking at it. You're trying to avoid tax by living there, aren't you?
And what?
Advice, a lot of practice.
Yeah?
Practice and short game. I mean, that's where you're going to really improve the most is, around the greens. So spend as much time as you can around the greens.
But I can't get to the greens. I keep putting in the rough off the tee.
Well, but then you can get the next one up by the green.
No, but I'm always 3 off the tee.
Well then,
give up.
Okay, yeah.
Listen, mate, thank you. Well done today. Here at Carnoustie on the 18th, we're going to recreate Van der Velde's shot from 1999 from the water. Here we go. Socks and shoes off, trousers up. I'm looking for security here. Oh, Dave, I've slid. There was a curtain that nearly swept me away. I could barely see my ball. I think I made contact with it, found another ball, but nowhere near getting out of there. What a day this has been, by the way.
There you go. That's it. Right. And then put that leg in there. There. Now squeeze. There you go.
The one.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go round here and I'm going to shut off the two. Obviously, blood to your brain.
And then where are you going to lie me?
I'll be gentle. So see, once you've had enough, you just tap.
I'll have had enough as soon as you touch me. So you're going to need to...
So once you feel it starting to go a wee bit, you'll know it when it is, and then you go. And I'll go 1, 2, 3. Right?
Right, tell me when you're starting.
Right, you feel it. You feel it as it comes in. Because you're alright, aren't you? You can still talk. All I'm doing is shutting off the blood to your brain. And once that oxygen goes to a certain point, you tap. You alright? You alright then? 1, 2. You alright?
That's unbelievable. Jesus.